I'm sharing with you a very important test question, and I hope strategy to solve this will help you get excellent grades. I'm Anil Kumar. Welcome to my YouTube channel and the website Global Math Institute. Let me thank all the viewers and subscribers for watching my videos and taking keen interest. Well, the main reason you see my videos is because we talk about some brilliant questions shared by many of you. Now, solve by factoring is a very common subject. Normally, easy questions are there, but at times in test papers, you do come across some difficult, challenging questions. Two of them are listed here, which we will see how to solve. Question number 1 is 1 minus x squared plus 6x minus 9 equals to 0. And question number 2 is really very hard, which is x squared minus 5x minus 5 times x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals to 9. You have to solve them by factoring, okay? So I'd like you to pause the video, answer these questions, and then look into my suggestions. Well, in case you want to learn from me, you can always send an email on the address given. Most students follow this success path to achieve their goals. Now, let's look into question number 1 itself, which is relatively simple. We are given 1 minus x squared plus 6x minus 9 equals to 0. Now, you do recognize that these three terms given, they can form a perfect square. So the strategy is to have it like this, 1 minus, and within the brackets I'm writing the other three terms as x squared minus 6x plus 9, correct? Equals to 0. And that gives me 1 minus, and x squared minus 6x plus 9 is x minus 3 whole square, right? You recognize this perfect square? So it is x minus 3 whole square equals to 0. And now we have difference of squares, 1 minus x minus 3 whole square, right? So we have difference of squares now, and therefore I can write this as product of sum and difference, right? So let's take it forward. Then what do we get? Well, we get 1 plus x minus 3, right? Times 1 minus x minus 3 equals to 0. So we have factored it, correct? So you can see we can now simplify these factors. Open the bracket. We get 1 plus x minus 3, 1 minus x plus 3, correct? Equals to 0. Now, combining 1 and minus 3, I could write this as x minus 2, right? And here I have minus x, and 1 plus 3 is 4. Equals to 0. Now you can easily get the solution, perfect? So that means if x minus 2 equals to 0, then we have x equals to 2 as one of the solutions. And if minus x plus 4 equals to 0, then x equals to 4 as the other solution. Is that clear to you? So we do get two solutions, and these are x equals to 2 and x equals to 4, right? X equals to 4. So these are the two solutions for our first equation. So I hope the concept is absolutely clear, right? You can verify the result also. So now let's get into the second one, which is very challenging question. X squared minus 5x minus 5 times x squared minus 5x plus 3 equals to 9. Now, these two terms, how do we simplify and get the answer? That is what you have to think. So what do you think you should be doing to solve these? Well, here is a very interesting strategy which I am going to share with you. Now, you see this minus 5 and plus 3, right? Find the midpoint of minus 5 and plus 3. Midpoint of this will be minus 2 by 2, which is minus 1. So using minus 1, I could split 5. So look here, what am I going to do? We are given x square minus 5x minus 5 times x square minus 5x plus 3 equals to 9. See how I split 5, right? This is the strategy. X square minus 5x. Now I am writing this as a combination of minus 1 and what? Minus 4 will give me minus 5, right? So minus 1 minus 4. Here we have x square minus 5x, and this is minus 1, and to get plus 3 I have to do plus 4. Do you see that? So I kind of split it into these terms. And now I can actually factor the two, right? So we have kind of sum and difference. Do you see that? We have this term here, minus 4, and this term here, plus 4. Do you see that part, right? So we have something like this. So I have a plus b times a minus b, right? So you know what is a plus b times a minus b? It is equal to a square minus b square, correct? So I could write this as a square for me is x square minus 5x minus 1 whole square, right? This is a square, right? Minus b square, 4 is b square, right? Minus 4 square equals to 9. Do you see this very critical step? Now you see, I will continue this solution taking minus 4 square to the right hand side, which is 16, right? So we have x square minus 5x minus 1 whole square equals to 9 plus 4 square, which is 16, right? Which is 9 plus 16 or 25, correct? So we have 25 on the right hand side, and x square minus 5x minus 1 whole square on the left hand side. Now I can take square root, writing this as what? So when I do square root, I can write x square minus 5x minus 1 equals to plus minus square root of 25, which gives me plus minus 5. You get the idea. So I'll split this into two parts, and I've got two different solutions looking at them, right? So by factoring, I could do it. So I can now write two equations. One is x square minus 5x minus 1 equals to 5, and the other one is x square minus 5x minus 1 equals to minus 5. Makes sense? So that gives me two equations as shown here, right? Solving these two equations, I can get different values of x. Makes sense, right? You can now pause the video and answer the question, right? So I'd like you to move forward from here and then answer the question. So we'll bring 5 to one side and then again factor. So we have x square minus 5x minus 1 and minus 5 gives me minus 6 equals to 0. And on this side, we have x square minus 5x minus 1 plus 5 gives me plus 4 equals to 0. Makes sense? You need product of minus 6, sum of minus 5. 3 and 2 can work for you, right? So you, or 6 and 1, we have to have a bigger number, right? So 6 and 1 works for you. So x and 6 will be negative, right? Times x plus 1 equals to 0. And that gives you two solutions, right? So this gives you two solutions. One is x equals to 6. The other one is x equals to minus 1. Makes sense? Do you see how beautifully we have split this equation and got two different solutions from the first part of the equation. Appreciate it. Now let's look into the second one where we have x squared minus 5x plus 4. We need product of 4 and sum of minus 5. So clearly it is x minus 4 times x minus 1 equals to 0. And that also gives me two solutions, which is x is equal to 4 and this is x is equal to 1. Makes sense. So we have four different solutions for this particular equation, as you can see. Makes sense? So we have x equals to minus 1 plus 6, 4 and 1 as the solutions of second equation. You see how beautifully we have solved both these equations. Perfect. So utilizing these strategies of factoring can help you solve such difficult questions also. I hope it makes sense. Feel free to write a comment, share your views, and if you like and subscribe to my videos, it will be great. Thanks for your time and all the best.